Hello friends, so welcome back to another video of Jetpack Compose tutorial series. So in the previous videos we have seen that how we can align elements from top to bottom and left to right, you can say vertical and horizontally. So in that video we have seen that there is a limitation, uh, that not actually a limitation, this is the way it works. So you are just aligning your elements from top to bottom. So if those elements exceeds your screen size, or you can say elements doesn't get fitted inside your screen size, then you cannot scroll them because it isn't a kind of list or anything. These are just a number of UI elements or widgets. Those are aligned from top to bottom or left to right. So in this video we will see that how we can actually make them scrollable. So like if here we are having the last item as 21, but in actual, according to our logic, it should draw 50 items. So those items are actually getting cutted out from the screen, and we'll see that how we can make them scrollable so user can scroll and actually see all the items those are hidden from this area. So let's get started. So as you can see the code from our previous video, we are using a column and we are using a for loop to actually generate the same text field, which is defined over here in the greeting function, which we are calling from this place. So this is a text field which should print hello, and whatever it is passed over here, in our case it will be hello user 1 2 3 4 5 and so on. So this will be printed 50 times. So now we will see that how we can make it scrollable. So if it sounds like we should add a new UI element or something like that, then no, we should just need to replace a single UI element with a new UI element actually. So this is pretty simple. So what all we need to do is we need to replace this column and row in the case of horizontal alignments with a new UI element. So that UI element is scrollable, scrollable column. So this is all we need to do. We'll just have to convert the column to scrollable column. So this is also a UI element available in our Jetpack Compose library. So we just need to replace scrollable column with scrollable column and row with scrollable row like this, and everything will go as expected. So now it will be scrollable. So let's run our application. So yeah, you can see the same output, but this time there will be a little difference. Like we can actually scroll this list. As you can see, we can actually see the last element and we can go back to the previous element, okay, like this. So this is the way this scrollable column works, and similarly the scrollable row will work horizontally and will enable a horizontal scroll behavior like this. We are now calling the horizontal elements, which is this. So now you can see the horizontal alignment of our elements, and we can actually scroll them horizontally like this. So this is the way the scrollable rows and column works. But now I wanted to talk to you about a limitation of using this. Basically not a limitation, but I just wanted to clarify something. Like if you are thinking these as lists, then these are not anywhere near to a list. As an Android developer, whenever you use a recycler view, you know the logic behind recycler view and the previous legacy list view. So list view, what it does is it will just render all the elements and it will draw it on the screen. So even if those elements aren't visible and is out of the screen's context, or you can say out of the screen, then those elements are still present in memory. And if the elements keep on growing, so your UI will be start lagging because all the elements are kept in memory and they aren't reusing. So this is the limitation which recycler views actually removed. And what it do is, so all the elements which aren't currently visible, So it just removes them, and what it will do is it will just remove them and reuse their layout for the upcoming elements. Like if you are scrolling vertically, like if you are going from bottom to top, so the top element which will now be gone out of the screen, so that element will be reused, or you can say that skeletal of that element will be reused to redraw the upcoming element. And this way, only those elements those are currently visible in the screen are actually kept in memory, and there wouldn't be any kind of lags in recycler views. There can be lags, but not due to this issue. So similarly, you can consider these as lists but not as recycler views, because scrollable columns and rows keep context, or you can say view of all the elements, okay, but not they will never reuse them. So this is a limitation of this, actually not a limitation, these are designed by this way that it these are designed for small set of data, where you know that there will be like 10 elements or 15 elements, so it will not grow. So then there isn't an big issue for us to use these, but to use a list kind of functionality where the data can grow with time, like 20, 50, 30, 100, 200 or thousands, then there you should not use these scrollable columns or scrollable rows. This will not work as expected over there and will make your UI lag. And in the next videos or upcoming videos we will see that what is the alternate solution. And yes, there is an alternate solution provided by Jetpack Compose, and in the upcoming videos we will see that how we can create something similar to recycler views, where views are actually getting reused every time they are visible on screen, so we can use large set of data over there. So stay tuned for next videos, and yeah, that's it. So we'll see you in next video. Bye bye, take care.